The NBA is terrified of what the Hawks are about to do. Atlanta isn't just rebuilding, they're reloading, and the league is starting to notice. After pulling off masterclass moves like landing Kristaps Porzingis, signing Nickeil Alexander-Walker in a value signing trade, or assembling one of the best undrafted free agent classes in the entire league, the Atlanta Hawks are not playing around. And you know what else? You think that the Hawks would be done, but no, they're not. They've still got $7.5 million in cap space, 2 roster spots to fill, and a front office moving like silent assassins. So yeah, other GMs, they're kind of nervous because Atlanta isn't just better, they're more flexible, they're deep, and they're very, very, very dangerous. Now, in this video, let's break down 4 players the Hawks could add to keep the pressure on the NBA and to have everyone out there shaking in their boots. Now, let's start with a name that would make a huge statement: Kevin Love. Now, Kevin Love is currently on the Utah Jazz after being traded, but the report suggests that Utah may buy him out as they continue to shed veteran contracts like they just did with John Collins. Love will be an ideal veteran's floor spacing big off the bench as he shot 35% from 3 last year. He rebounds really well and brings playoff championship and experience. With the Hawks' young roster filled with young athletic talent, Love offers a kind of IQ and stretch 5 ability that complements Kristaps Porzingis and gives Onyeka Okongwu more freedom inside. On a veteran minimum, it's a no-brainer, and I hope that Kevin Love would prioritize winning instead of just showing up and trying to make a paycheck, especially this late in his career. Next up, Cam Payne, the spark plug guard who still is flying underneath the radar for some reason, and no one's signing him. Honestly, I'm confused. Now, Payne brings a blistering pace, shot creation, and veteran savvy to the second unit. He hit 38% from 3 last year and has proven time after time that he can show up in the playoffs. With Trae Young and Kobe Buffkin holding down the starting and developmental roles, Payne gives the Hawks a reliable third guard who can run the offense, score in bunches, and elevate the second unit, something that they desperately needed last year. He's also a great locker room guy, someone you want in your huddle. He's also that dancer. He's going to hype him up, and he's going to be a great addition if the Atlanta Hawks are interested in him. Now, here's a big swing that a lot of people aren't talking about, and that is Malcolm Brogdon, currently with the Washington Wizards. Now, Atlanta would need to work out a sign-and trade with Malcolm Brogdon, but if the price is right, Brogdon can be a playoff caliber pickup. Malcolm Brogdon is the definition of efficient and steady. He shot 39% from D3, averaged over 5 assists per game, and plays solid on-ball defense. He'd be an incredible fit with either Trae Young or another guard as a 6-man or a closer in a 3-guard lineup alongside, which I just said, Trae Young and Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Adding Brogdon would raise the floor and the ceiling of this roster like that. And finally, last individual, Boucher. Now, this is a 6'10 energizer who can stretch the floor and protect the rim. Boucher shot 36.3 from 3 last year on high volume, which is really good. He's an elite offensive rebounder, a shot blocker, and a hustle guy. Now, he would instantly become the Hawks' third big, giving insurance behind Porzingis because we know of his health issues, and Onyeka Okongwu when he needs a break. His presence will allow Atlanta to play 5-out basketball with spacing at all 5 positions, which fits with what Onsi Saleh has clearly been building. Also, it fits the Quinn Snyder offense, and we've seen Zachary Ricochet go up in production and his ability once the floor is spaced out. Now, using the biannual exception if needed, Boucher is definitely worth locking in. So, let's recap right now. The Hawks still have about $7.5 million to play with. They have 2 open roster spots, really 3, but they need to fill 2, in a front office that's not really treating cap space like checkers. They treating it like chess. Now, for instance, we could bring in Kevin Love for shooting, rebounding, and championship pedigree, or Cam Payne for pace, shot creation, and reliable depth. Malcolm Brogdon for experience, efficiency, and defensive flexibility, and Chris Boucher for size, spacing, and energy. Now, I would ask you one question. Who would you prefer for the Atlanta Hawks to target in their last 2 open roster spots? And I will say this right now. The rest of the NBA, they better wake up right now, because the Hawks are not rebuilding, they're reloading, and the NBA is terrified of what the Atlanta Hawks are about to do. And if you want to see more videos like this, check this one out right here. And like always, peace.